Hello everyone, my name is Ishan Jolly. I'm a Twitch streamer and voice actor, and welcome to this video where I compare a $200 microphone to a $3,600 microphone. I am comparing the MXL Genesis Fet to the Neumann U87 Ai. So this microphone, the U87 Ai, is just the microphone for voice acting, voiceover, singing. Well, singing has another couple of the microphones, but for a lot of applications, you'll see a lot of these in studios. Whereas this microphone, I bought it from a second-hand website for about £100 or £120 or so. So that's why I'm saying $200 because I don't actually know the official price, the exact price. But I got it from a second-hand website, and I only bought it because it looks cool. So really, kind of just ignore this microphone. Just have it as like a reference to a cheap microphone, and the difference between a cheap microphone and an expensive microphone. And cheap as in cheap, like it's not like a £20 microphone. It's still it could have been what, 200, 300 pounds when it was new. I don't know, but it's discontinued, and it's I bought it for 120 used. But there we go. So here is the comparison between both of these microphones. Both the microphones, the capsules are the exact same distance and angle from my mouth, but I've had them on both different sides. It's really awkward to have two microphones, especially of quite long. How do I say this without sounding, without making something sound off? So, with both of these microphones that are quite, fine, I'll just say it. Both of these microphones which are quite long and thick. There we go. I was trying to avoid it, but there we go. Oh, I am just the greatest microphone reviewer ever, aren't I? But, okay, so I will just first off start off with a commercial style read. By the way, I'm slightly frustrated because I just recorded this video, but turns out the XLR cable that I had plugged into the U87 was really bad. It was a spare XLR cable I had, and it had this awful crackling sound in the background at around minus 55 decibels. There was just this constant noise, and it was awful. It was like, can I get away with it? Minus 55 decibels is quite quiet, but no. It doesn't do it justice. It doesn't do justice to such an expensive microphone to just put it up with a really XLR cable. I should stop swearing because now I need to go and censor that and everything. Whatever. Okay, so first off, commercial style read. Interesting thing, curiosity. We can learn from it. We can die from it. And sometimes it can lead us to places we never imagined we could reach. Introducing the new BMW i8. Now, a voice acting monologue. So I'm going to go with the one from Gladiator, because I kind of know that one, but let's go. My name is Maximus Decimus Meridius, commanders of the armies of the North, general to the Felix legions, and loyal servant to the true Emperor Marcus Aurelius, father to a murdered son, husband to a murdered wife, and I will have my vengeance in this life or the next. So there we go. That's a voice acting style read in a sort of dramatic, hushed, angry voice. Not so angry, more so menacing. I don't know what I was going for there. But there we go. That's sort of voice acting read. Now I will try and sing. I'm not a good singer, but I will sing for you guys, okay? You better like this video, okay? He rode through the streets of the city, down from his hill on high. All the winds and the steps and the cobbles, he rode to his woman's side. For she was his secret treasure, she was his shame and his bliss. And a will and a keep are nothing compared to a woman's kiss. For hands of gold are always cold, but a woman's hands are warm. For hands of gold are always cold, but a woman's hands are warm. So there we go. That's Hands of Gold from Game of Thrones. Okay. So now I'll try and rap. I will do my shot from Hamilton. So, let's go. I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. Hey, you won't just slam my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot. I'ma get a scholarship to King's College. I probably shouldn't brag, but dang, I'm amazing astonished. The problem is I got a lot of brains and no polish. I got a holler just to be heard with every word. To drop knowledge, I'm a diamond in the rough. A shiny piece of coal, trying to reach my goal. My power of speech, unimpeachable. Only 19, but my mind is older. These New York City streets get colder. I shoulder every burden, every disadvantage. I've learned to manage. I don't have a gun to branch. I walk these streets famished. The plan is to span this spark into a flame. But damn, it's getting dark, so let me spell out the name. I am the ALEXANDER. We are meant to be a colony that runs independently. There we go. So that's a rapping test. And finally, let's finish off the tests with a bass vocal test. Let's go. My mother told me someday I would buy galleys with good oars, sail to distant shores, stand up high in the prow, noble bark I steer, steady course for the haven, hew many foemen. So there we go. Those are all the tests. And basically, this video is kind of more so for me than you guys. Hopefully, this is entertaining and insightful. But really, I'm trying to make up my mind as to whether I should keep this microphone or not. I've ordered in an MKH416 because my main issue with this microphone is that for the price, it doesn't sound like I've spent that much money on a microphone, right? It's very sort of neutral and transparent and is great for that sort of thing. But like, I'm watching my videos back and it's like, yeah, that doesn't sound like you spent $3,600, or I spent £1,800 because it's less for us in England. But I'm going to go for the American price because it's way more, just to, you know, make it sound more extreme. But yeah, it doesn't sound like I spent that much on a microphone. Especially compared to something like this. With this microphone, I got for £120. And honestly, for most cases, I could swap in between either of them. Like, example, on my live streams, I've been swapping backwards and forth between these two microphones. Also, I tried out the Antelope Audio. I don't really like that one, actually. I thought it was good because you could just use all the different emulations. But none of them really sound that good. They sound okay, but they don't sound good. Like, they don't have the body and, you know, richness and warmth that you would expect. So that's return for me, for sure. But yeah, it's like my return period on this is coming quite close. Like, I've got about a week or two left to make up my mind. So I'm going to wait for my MKH416 to come here because it's quite different to this microphone. This microphone is very sort of neutral, whereas that microphone is very sort of present and, you know, in your face, like a very bold sound. Which, for my application, might actually be better, because I've got quite a low, sort of dark, you know, that kind of voice, which might not be that suited to a microphone like this, because this microphone is already so flat and neutral that a dark voice like mine sounds kind of boring. Whereas a microphone like this microphone sounds a bit colored, it's a bit bright, it's a bit excited, so maybe better for a darker voice like mine. For example, if I try out my American accent, which is way brighter sounding, apologies to all Americans watching this because I'm not good at it. I'm still learning. I'm practicing. You know, it's good as a voice actor to learn accents. I'm practicing, but there we go. Yeah, so now as I switch to my American accent, you can kind of hear the difference, because I feel like the American accent is way brighter than, say, a British accent is. Even now, I still have quite a low voice. So it may not be even that good of a comparison, but I feel like the American accent is more so present and bright and, you know, forward than the British accent is, whereas my British accent is sort of, you know, refined and calm and dark and, you know, warm and all that sort of stuff, whereas my American accent is very sort of bright and present and, you know, it'll cut through the mix, whereas my British accent won't exactly. Maybe if I try speaking in a higher voice, like this, possibly, this probably sounds awful because, you know, I am not American, I am British, and I'm trying to do a voice that isn't even in my voice range. So how about this audio, and how does it sound, possibly? Because this is a, yeah, I'm sorry, I can't do that. I can't go too high, but yeah. Well, I don't know if that's high or not, but like I try to do like sort of a younger sort of. It's weird. I'm only 20 years old. I mean, I'm 21 in a month and a half or so, but still, I'm 21. Doing a younger voice sounds interesting for me. I probably sound and look way older. I've been told that. I know, but yeah, okay. So there we go. This has been the video where I compare a very cheap microphone to a very expensive microphone and let you guys, and let me honestly, because I'll be watching the video back as well, tell the difference. But before I end, please do go follow me over at twitch.tv/JollyLegend to, come out, hang out, watch me live, and we can just chill, hang out, talk about anything you want. Just watch me. I'll play some games, we'll talk, we'll do tons of cool stuff. But yeah, go follow me over there, and I'd really appreciate that. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you all later, and goodbye.